I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent person.
This case is all about government documents and whether former President Trump was within his rights to take boxes of those documents, some of them top secret, out of the White House when his term was over and bring them to Mar-a-Lago. You will remember the FBI went to Mar-a-Lago. They found dozens of boxes with those documents inside. This case is about whether President Trump was allowed to be in possession of those documents or not.
This is a case about the nation's secrets and safeguarding the nation's secrets. Now, we don't know the exact nature of the charges, but we know from what we've reported that they could carry more than 10 years in prison and that there are a lot of them. So this is a very, very significant day.
An indictment comes out of a grand jury, and they are formal criminal charges against a person or persons. A grand jury proceeding is always done in secret. The prosecutor or the district attorney presents their case, and then the grand jurors decide, they vote as to whether they should indict somebody on the prosecutor's charges or not. It doesn't have anything to do with guilt or innocence. They are just formal charges filed against a person, and that indictment, those charges, could either be plead out in a plea deal with prosecutors, or a person who is indicted would be criminally charged and go on trial. This case all of a sudden popped up here in Miami, in South Florida, because prosecutors allege that the crime happened here in Florida. Remember, this is a case about former President Donald Trump allegedly taking classified documents from the White House to his home at Mar-a-Lago. And so prosecutors would like to try the case and indict a defendant where the crime allegedly happened, and that is why this case has landed here in South Florida.
So Mr. Trump has said he's going to surrender here in Miami, but now we've learned that Judge Aileen Cannon from Fort Pierce has caught the case. My reporting suggests that this was a random assignment, but it's really controversial because obviously she rendered a lot of rulings that many people thought were very favorable to the former president, granting a special master in the case of the search warrant, and then was not only overturned, repudiated by the appeals court, and she was appointed by Donald Trump. So there's going to be some real questions about her role, some calls for her recusal, and we'll just have to see where it goes.
If in fact this case does go to trial, a jury will be selected, and the location, the geography when it comes to selecting a jury is a big deal. South Florida versus Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C., majority Democrats. Very few Trump supporters are going to show up for jury duty in Washington, D.C. Here in Dade County, as you know, it's much different. It's a much more mixed community. And so I've talked to lawyers who are very concerned that you could have even one person on a jury that just for whatever reason is not willing to convict Donald Trump. There's a hung jury and you know.
Case closed.
Yeah, exactly.